Listen here, we're in the UK. We're in the UK with the roadmen and the mandem and the machetes and all types of stuff. All types of crazy stuff. Bread, beans and toast. All right? We are getting Lerone Murphy versus Movsar Evloev for 5 rounds in the main event. And this card is pretty underwhelming, like every other card has been in the past 2026. Yes, JDM, spoiler, Luke Riley loses. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But we're going to break down every single fight on here, and we're going to go through DraftKings, and we're going to build a nasty parlay, and we're going to have the bookies calling us every single night, okay? All right? They might even have the FBI investigate us because we're going to smack a 8-leg parlay. I'm not going to lie to you guys, all right? We're going to start off with the main event. Lerone Murphy versus Movsar Evloev, okay? And if you're watching on TikTok, boys, make sure you tap into E-Rock MMA on YouTube for the clips and E-Rock MMA on every other platform. We're live on Twitch and everything else, all right, boys? We are going to go... Hey. See, I just edged you guys right there. You guys don't even know. You guys have no idea. But the line is minus 270 for Movsar Evloev, which I feel like is pretty fair. And Lerone Murphy is plus 220. Both of these dudes are... Both of these dudes are undefeated. Okay? Movsar Evloev is 19-0. Lerone Murphy is 17-0. Both of these dudes are decision merchants. Now, yes, Lerone Murphy slept Aaron Pico. And if you actually watch the fight, Aaron Pico was kind of piecing up Lerone Murphy. And he took Lerone Murphy down. And it was... honestly, not a good look until Lerone Murphy spinning elbowed him in the first round. So just kind of keep that in mind. 4 out of his last 5 fights have been to decision. All right. He went to decision split against Gabriel Santos. He's basically a mini Leon Edwards. Okay. And Movsar Evloev is a mini Baki, a mini Habib. All right. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. There's very few worlds where Movsar does not take this to a decision. Okay? But we're going to be smart here. We're going to be very smart here because in the world where Movsar Evloev does not take this to a decision and Lerone Murphy slimes him out, we're going to take Lerone Murphy with the point spread plus 5.5. Now, if you don't know what the point spread is if they go to a decision, Lerone Murphy already has 5 extra points, so Movsar Evloev would have to get a 10-8 round somewhere. He would have to get a 10-8 round and win every single round. So it would have to be a 50-45, but it would have to be a 50-44. 50-45, your bet still cashes. It would have to be 50-44. I believe in Lerone Murphy. You guys do not know the Lerone Murphy lore. Lerone Murphy caught a headshot, all right? He survived a headshot. Okay? And he came out to be a UFC fighter. Undefeated, by the way. Knocked out UFC's star child in Aaron Pico. Let's not forget, when they signed Aaron Pico, they had Aaron Pico on the front page of the UFC's website. They were pushing him. They had him doing interviews. They were selling him. Aaron Pico is chinny as fuck. Okay? They weren't even doing promo for Lerone Murphy until Lerone Murphy went out there and spinning elbowed Aaron Pico, and we haven't seen him again. And now they have Aaron Pico fighting life or death for a contract against Patricio Pitbull, which he's going to lose. Okay? Inspirational? Exactly. Ige? What do you mean? We're going to go Lerone Murphy point spread to start off our parlay at minus 135. That's really not bad. Brother Murphy's getting doinked. He's not getting finished, though. He's not getting... I just said it's like 85, 90% Movsar Evloev by decision. But even if it goes to a decision, it's going to be 50-45 at worst. Like, literally at worst. And there's a world where Movsar takes him out. Where Lerone takes him out. Let's not forget that Lerone Murphy slept Movsar in training. Do you guys forget that? Do you guys forget that Lerone leaked that? Lerone Murphy... Movsar training. I think I spelled training wrong. Whatever. But when video, oh fuck that. I gotta pull it up. Hold on. Let me go. Hey, SEAL Team 6, we're going dark. SEAL Team 6, we're going dark. knocked out. Let me see. Where it at? Ooh, I'm gonna look up Mozavar. Sparring. Deleted. Oh, so are we lying now, E-Rock? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Where's my media? Give me my goddamn picture. Oh, leaked. Come on, how is my internet searching skills not this good? Like, are we kidding? Let's just go through Lerone Murphy's Twitter. I can show you guys that. Do you guys not remember he tweeted this shit out? They aren't who they say to be. Patty tonight. Vegas. He deleted this shit. I'm not crazy. I am not crazy. I am not crazy. I am not. We're going to ask Gronk. Where is a link to see the leaked picture of Lerone sleeping Mozavar? They're going to give it to me. I could vouch he did sleep him in sparring and tweeted about it. Thank you. Thank you. Right here. Boom. Boom. Yes. See? 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 Huh. This is by MMA Mania. November 28th, 2025. Let's not forget, Lerone's already up. He's already up. He's already up on the scoreboard. Can't even see his face. Ah, man. And then you're going to claim it's AI. And then you're going to claim it's AI. Where's the next one? They gave me a few of them. Nothing on there? Okay. Just says heated. What about this one? Leaked. Yes, see? Missing the opportunity to fight one of the featherweight goats is what hurts me the most. It's not about who's the best anymore. It's about who's popular. And then Mozavar says Lerone Murphy, because he's calling him Leon Edwards, because I told you guys he's a mini Leon Edwards. I will give you the opportunity to fight the #1 contender. Tell your people you're ready and send me the contract, whatever. Lerone sends this. Since this guy wants to be disrespectful, I shall share some content with you guys. Never forget. He slept him. He put him out bad. Put him out bad. Look at that. Put him out bad. You guys thought I was lying. And you guys thought I was lying. Mozavar going to be mad when he's sleeping then? You think it's... I do. But just in case... Just in case he doesn't, we're going to be going Lerone Murphy with the point spread. So just in case Mozavar hugs him to decision, all right, we're going to go Lerone Murphy point spread. But Lerone is going to win. He's going to win. He's going to win. All right, the co-main of this card is very disrespectful. Very, very, very highly. Wait, what's the point? Wait, what's point spread? Point spread is where if they go to a decision, Lerone Murphy already has 5 points. So Mozavar would have to win by not a 50-45. It would have to be a 50-44 or better scorecard. So Mozavar would have to win every single round and get a 10-8 round, 1 round. Is this the next card? Yeah. Lerone KO. I'm going Lerone point spread. Be safe. I'm being safe. Being real safe. The over-under is crazy. Under 4.5 rounds is plus 250. Insane. But Luke Riley versus Michael Aswell is the co-main event. And I'm here to tell you guys. So Mozavar didn't pull out? Not yet. And it's Thursday. Well, it's Wednesday. So there's some time. Don't count your chickens before they hatch, okay? Luke Riley undefeated 12-0, is going up against Michael Aswell Jr., who is 1-1 in his last 2, 2-2 in his last 4. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, my boy has a fantastic chance to do a beautiful upset against Luke Riley. I do not think that Luke Riley is that good. I don't. Yes, Cage Warriors, dude. He's doing his thing. He's on the run. Paddy Pimblett, classmate, whatever the fuck. Had a really close fight with Bogdan Grad. Michael Aswell Jr. is a little bit hardened. You know what I mean? He's been in there. Went decision with Balaji OK, which is kind of, pretty great. He was throwing down. Took out Lucas Almeida round 1. I kind of don't remember that, but that's okay. Hard to watch the Go Asplin, though. Yeah, that was rough. He spars a lot with Joshua Van, so pressure isn't nothing. Ooh, very true. Very true. 4-ounce fight. Very true. We're going Michael Aswell Jr. here. I'm not even kidding. I'm literally not even kidding. Just woke up from my nap. Took my nap around 4 p.m. I like that. I like that. I'm not even kidding. We're going Michael Aswell. I'm not even joking. Luke Riley is not that good, boys. He had a tough time against Bogdan Grad. Like, yeah, he finished Bogdan Grad, but that was like a underhand ball that the UFC threw him. That was the underhand ball that the UFC threw him. Aswell decision. Trust. I like that. I like that. Is this a card where my girl Alexa fights? No, I do not believe so, sir. No. No. But we're going against Luke Riley here. Okay? Paddy Pimblett is trash. How bad is Paddy Pimblett? You know what I mean? And never forget. This is going to be a card where I keep saying never forget. Never forget. Paddy Pimblett saying in an interview, Luke Riley's a better striker than Justin Gaethje. Luke Riley's a better striker than Justin Gaethje. Dog walked Paddy Pimblett. Walked him through a fucking park, like viciously. Bad. It was not fun to watch. It was not for Paddy Pimblett though. I'm just saying. We're going Michael Aswell Jr. here. I think this is easy, bro. 1-1 in the UFC. He's doing his thing. This is an easy W right here. Easy peasy. The third fight on the card, which this is why I said the co-main is disrespectful. Michael Venom Page, huge star. He beat Mike Perry on the feet, by the way. Bare knuckle boxing, by the way, beat Mike Perry, by the way. He lost, but it was a robbery. This was a robbery. You rewatch Mike Perry versus MVP, bare knuckle boxing, and you tell me that's not a robbery, you're sick. Please don't choose Murphy. We went Lerone Murphy with the point spread, okay? And then for the second leg, Michael Aswell. All right, boys? Make sure you guys tap into E-Rock MMA on YouTube, all right? For the clips. We'll post a whole clip on there. Post all the clips on there. Tap in. But, look. Mike Perry lost to Michael Venom Page. I don't care that it says that Mike Perry won. I don't care. I don't care. He lost. And I love me, Mike Perry. He's one of my favorite people. I love him to death. All right? And they have him fighting Sam Patterson. Now, I was a little unfamiliar with Sam Patterson until I looked him up on TikTok, because all of his shit is on TikTok. His highlight reel is living on TikTok. All round 1 knockouts in the UFC, including his demise. Has to go to decision for spread now. Nope. If Lerone wins by knockout, good. If Lerone wins by sub, good. If Lerone versus Movsar goes to a decision and Movsar wins 50-45, still good. Now, if he wins 50-44, we lost. All right? Sam Patterson is on a 4-fight winning streak in the UFC after losing his UFC debut to Yanal Ashmitz, okay? When Yanal Ashmitz is not really doing the best either, okay? Got slept by Quillen Salkeed recently. And they are throwing Sam Patterson to the goddamn wolves, bro. Michael Venom Page. Now, I've been hearing some rumblings that Sam Patterson is going to submit Michael Venom Page, and I'm gonna be honest with you, that is insane. Insane thinking coming from people on Twitter. I'm not gonna lie to you. Michael Venom Page at -185 is a fucking disgrace. Like, he should be -500. How is Luke Riley -250? against Michael Aswell, who has faced hardened savages. And Michael Venom Page is minus 185 against a dude who's knocking out like borderline bumps. You know what I mean? I really don't understand. I really don't understand. The next fight, boys, is a banger. Austin Lane versus my dog, my savage, Iwo Baraniewski. I don't know if I said that right. Undefeated in the UFC. Undefeated, period. Right? 7-0. Acting like an animal. Had a really long amateur career. But went professional. Acting like an animal. Round 1 knockout, 20 seconds of his Contender Series. Round 1 knockout against Ibo. One of the best fights of the year. This fight, honestly, top 5 fights of the year. Ibo versus Iwo. What an animal. And they have him fighting Austin Lane, who is 1-4 in his last 5. 1-4 of his last 5. Who's MVP's matchup? Sam Patterson, man. We're going MVP, easy bread. So far, this three leg right here is plus 717. Lerone Murphy point spread, Michael Aswell because fuck Luke Riley, and Michael Venom Page. This is easy. We're going Iwo here, and in reality, we're going Iwo KO TKO. Like an animal, minus 225. I'm taking that. Easy bread. I'm taking that all day. All day. Next fight, boys. Roman Dolidze versus CLD himself, Christian Leroy Duncan. Now, I love me some Christian Leroy Duncan. He's coming off of some 2 finishes back to back. Eric Anders, may the MMA gods rest his soul. Oh, he's coming off of a win. Okay, I thought he didn't come back after the Christian Leroy Duncan dismantling. He's fighting Roman Dolidze. Roman Dolidze, we know, has been in the UFC for God knows how long. Since 2019. Jesus Christ. He's coming off of a loss against Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. An absolute war against a can. It was a can versus a can fight. Christian Leroy Duncan should honestly be able to get this done. Easy peasy. If Roman Dolidze doesn't panic shoot and Christian Leroy Duncan magically forgets to stand up. Christian Leroy Duncan cannot grapple at all. Yes, but Roman Dolidze is 37 years old, about to be 38. Okay? All we need to do is defend a takedown. Christian Leroy Duncan is massive. Massive for the weight class. Now, yes, Roman Dolidze and Christian Leroy Duncan are the same size, but Christian Leroy Duncan has 3-inch reach advantage, I'm hoping. The power advantage just shows instantly as soon as they touch gloves and like round 1 finish. Round 1 finish. I could see that. I could see it. The power, the intensity, the pressure. We're going Christian Leroy Duncan all day. All day. All day. Minus 440. 5 leg. Looking nice, boys. Plus 1349. Plus 1349. The next fight, boys. Kurtis Campbell versus Danny Silva. Now, this dude is looking pretty nice. Saw his Contender Series win. I bet against him because he was fighting this guy. And he lost round 1. You know what I mean? You do Iwo Moneyline? Yeah, we did Iwo Moneyline. No, we did Iwo KO TKO. Christian Leroy Duncan Moneyline. Michael Venom Page Moneyline. Michael Aswell Moneyline. And Lerone Murphy point spread. Alright? Now, I saw this kid's Contender Series fight. Contender Series W. And he looked solid. Looked fantastic. This is his first fight in the UFC against Danny Silva, who is somebody's coach in chat. Somebody's coach is Danny Silva. Danny Silva is coming off of a fucking decision loss against Kevin Vallejos. Now, in my opinion, you would take Kevin Vallejos to decision. I'm taking you. I'm taking you. Have you seen Kevin Vallejos recently? Do I need to remind you what he just did to Josh Emmett? Like, do I? Or no? Like, do you remember? He put Josh Emmett down first round. Ilia Topuria took Josh Emmett to a fucking decision, by the way. Alright? We're going Danny Silva. I don't care that this kid, Kurtis Campbell, is doing his thing and slept his Contender Series, dude. This 6-leg parlay, smacking. Calling it right now. I'm calling it right now. Danny Silva money line. Christian Leroy Duncan money line. Iwo KO TKO. Michael Venom Page. Michael Aswell. Lerone Murphy point spread. Lerone Murphy point spread. This is easy peasy. Tap into E-Rock MMA on YouTube, boys, if you guys are in the Twitch stream or the TikTok stream. I'd really appreciate it. All right, E-Rock MMA on all platforms. But this is easy. We're locking this in. $50 on this, 2 bands. $5 on this, 200. Either way, you can't lose. 25. 25. Why can't? Oh, because when I hit 2, it's hotkeyed to this. Forgot. My fault. I'm laying 50 on this. I might lay 30 on it. I ain't gonna hold you. I might have to lay 30 on it. 30 for 1,000. I might have to lay 30. I really believe in this one. Oh, I believe in this one. Do you need me to donate to you so you can afford a $30 bet? Yeah. Yes. Yes. Tax season coming. Putting 2K down. 2K down is crazy. What would 2K down get you? My tax is on the way. $84,000? Holy shit. 200 gets you 8,400. 100 will get you 400, right? 4,000. Sheesh. We balling. We balling. All right. Let's go through the prelims. But that was these are our main card picks. I'm rocking with this. I'm taking the main card parlay. And I'm sitting through it. Easy peasy bread. And this is going to be an early card too. Early in the AM. Starts at 1:15. Starts at 1:15. This is it. I'm locking this in. 1,000%. 1,000. Wow. Okay? This is, I'm telling you, boys. E-Rock MMA got the locks. The locks. Alright, boys. Mason Jones versus Alex Sola. Now, I do like Mason Jones, but I have no idea who Alex Sola is. Rise McGee. Took Rise McGee to the 3rd round, bro. Bank account on Mason Jones. Now, I'm just letting you guys know. No, 1:15 p.m. I'm letting you guys know. We are taking the 6 leg. Again, for people who are just joining now. Danny Silva money line. Chris Leroy Duncan money line. Iwo KO TKO. Michael Venom Page money line. Michael Aswell money line. Lerone Murphy point spread. We're taking that straight. But I'm just going to add the next picks to this parlay and probably throw like $1 on it, which we do every other time. We're going Mason Jones. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. The return of Nathaniel Wood. I thought I would never see him. The return of Nathaniel Wood. 1-4 in his last 5, and my boy is plus 155. The Tapology split is damn near even. Everybody's picking my boy Nathaniel Wood to win by decision. But I'm pretty sure this dude has some finishes, no? Body shot. Nah, man. The experience, the UFC experience against Morgan Chardonnay and Jose DeGaldo. We love Jose DeGaldo around here. It's going to shine. It's going to shine. And I'm leaning Nathaniel Wood. I need a Nathaniel Wood victory. I really do. We're taking him. We're taking him all day. Mario Pinto versus Felipe Francisco. Where are we at? 10-1 versus 11-2. They're both screaming. They're both screaming in this shit, in this picture. Like, what's the deal with that? Right? Like, what's the deal with that? Damn, Pinto, 97%? For what? Because this dude got choked out in his UFC debut. People doing their UFC debut normally don't do too well. I'm staying away from this. This smells like an upset. I'm not picking one here. I'm not even gonna pick one. We're leaving that alone. We're leaving that alone. We're moving on. We're moving on to Mantis Kudavadakis versus Antonio Trolaki. Now this seems like a stomping. Antonio Trolaki on a 3-fight losing streak. Finished by Trayshawn Gore. Finished by Shara. Finished by Mansour Abdul. Damn, they threw this dude through the fucking ringer. What's the big old deal, my Armenian brother? My Armenian brethren. They threw this dude through the absolute ringer. He's going down. Is this dude's UFC debut? It is. Another UFC debutant. Iraq, you promised Mussolini tonight? I got you. Musasi, I got you. We're almost done covering the card. I'm leaning Mantis, but I'm staying away from this too. This can go anyway. I'm not gonna lie, this dude's unproven. This is his fucking debut. 26 years young. Alright, my boy. Moving on, boys. Louis Sutherland versus Brando. Look, I'm telling you, I think Louis Sutherland got this in the bag. I do. I think Louis Sutherland has this in the bag. For whatever reason, something to look like. Yeah, he just lost, but it's against Walter Walker. Who do you think is the best undefeated fighter? Ask me that again in 3 minutes. That's good. That's a good question. The best or the hardest to get beaten? The best, like who I think is damn, like that dude is awesome, or who is gonna be the longest to hold their O? That's two different questions. I think Hamzat's gonna be the longest to hold their O, and I think the best undefeated fighter is Ilya undefeated. Yeah, right. I'm gonna say Ilya because Ilya throws himself in the fire. You know what I mean? The Islam fight, Arman. You know what I mean? Throws himself in the fire. I think Louis Sutherland has this in the bag, boys. I mean, who fucking knows? But he's coming off a loss to Walter Walker. Don't use that against him. Don't use that against him. I'm pretty sure he's embarrassed for losing his UFC debut. You know, I would be embarrassed too. I think Topuria to who? Not to Islam. But we're taking Louis Sutherland, but I'm not taking anything here. Shamrock. My boy Shamrock. I love Shamrock. Shamrock's hilarious. Now, Shamrock is a Patty Pimlet, homie. You know what I mean? Patty Pimlet squadded up. But I think he gets the W. Now, yes, I am betting against Luke Riley. But I think Shamrock gets the W here. Follow him on Twitter. Very based. Very funny. Plus 105. First fight of the night, because who's watching WMMA? I'm taking it. But that's E-Rock's Locks of the Week, boys. Hey, tap into E-Rock MMA on YouTube. You guys want to watch the VODs. But it's my Locks of the Week. I really do think Mozavar gets this done. I mean, Lerone. I think Lerone